Hello, BookTube. Well, believe it or not, even though it's a federal holiday, I have one package. I figured, why not open it together? Why not talk about it a little? So, you think that's a good idea? Well, it's a, it's a beautiful day here, but it is hot. I don't think it's as hot as was predicted. I don't think that Boston or the greater Boston area is going to reach 90 degrees Fahrenheit. But we're going to come awful close. And then it's the weirdest thing. After today, the weather stoppers down by 10 or 15 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow, and then it drops off a cliff. It's going to be a cool week. You'd never guess it from today. So it's been the usual battle of wills tug of war when I take the bean outside, because she wants to keep going. She wants to just press on, find more people. We met so many people on the walk today. Every time she saw somebody, she just screamed and ran up to them to have them fuss over her and pet her. It's like, it happened like, we'd barely get 6 feet before she would do it to somebody else. But the whole time she was overheating. She overheats really easily. Baby girl. Should be. So I have to watch out for that. The walks have to be shorter than she wants, and just more frequent. But anyway, we've got a package. I don't have any periodicals. The post, the walking the beat postal worker is not going to show up on a federal holiday, but this thing did. So let's see what we have. See if it's anything really noteworthy. Oh, it's from W.W. Norton, my favorite non-Penguin publisher. Okay, I don't think we've seen this already. This comes out in mid-July, so I don't have to worry about it anytime soon. And it is Transformer: The Deep Chemistry of Life and Death by Nick Lane. Do I knock the baby? Now do it. Why do I know that name? I know the name Nick Lane. A professor of evolutionary biochemistry at the University College London and an award-winning author of 5 books. Okay, but what are those books? Because I know that name. I know that I think it's certain that I've reviewed one of this guy's books. Oh, don't tell me. The book's not going to tell me. Books used to list previous books by the same author. I guess that's not going to tell me. I'll have to look it up. But I know that this guy has credit at the Bank of Steve. And this is yet another finished copy that's not coming out for a long time. With blurbs by Sid Mukherjee and Bill Gates and Sean Carroll, so it's all up and down there. What have we got here? This doesn't come out until mid-July, so that's more than a month away. That's weird. To get a finished copy, this far out. I like it, but let's see here. Central to the function of every living organism is the Krebs cycle. A key succession of chemical reactions that's the powerhouse of respiration. Discovered more than 80 years ago, this iconic process has been studied by generations of students. Its step learned in rote chemistry classrooms and medical schools, yet its true function remains tantalizingly obscure. In this book, the author offers a revelatory explanation of this, quote, conflicted merry-go-round of energy and matter that gives rise to the beginnings of life on Earth and yet is also central to the devastating degeneration of cancer. As the field of biology has become dominated by studies of genetic information, Lane is in the vanguard of researchers shifting the focus back to energy flow, the pathways that animate cells and set them apart from inanimate matter. By peering deeper into the Krebs cycle, Lane reveals how violent processes within our cells, where hydrogen atoms are stripped from carbon skeletons of food and fed to the ravenous beast that is oxygen, are part of the same cycle that created the chemical building blocks of life on our planet. That sounds really good. Painting fascinating portraits of eccentric and brilliant scientists of the past while tracing the latest research in the field, this book is filled with fresh insights into the Krebs cycle that will upend decades of narrow textbook definitions. Among the revelations, the author illustrates why the standard view of cancer as driven by genetic mutation is incomplete. How the increased sluggishness of metabolic flux in our old age gives way to age-related disease. Even how the electrical fields generated by the Krebs cycle might help create our stream of consciousness. Okay, I'm kind of on board. The title is obviously referring to this as an electrical transformer. All important for keeping the lights on. Uniting the story of our planet's origins with the story of our cells, and enlivened by Lane's talent for distilling and humanizing complex research, this book is essential read for anyone fascinated by biology's great mysteries. Okay, well, this is going to be $30 in the middle of July. I don't even the sheet does not tell me what other books this author has written, and I don't remember on my own. It's very frustrating. Do the blurbs maybe tell me? I'm curious to know what I have read by this guy. I know it's at least one thing. Maybe? No, all the blurbs are advanced words for this book. Where, what about on the inside, just in case? Nope. They are all for advanced blurbs for this book, which is pretty interesting. That ordinarily, if you're a book publicist, you want to remind readers of previous good exposures they've had to this author. This book absolutely does not do that. Instead, the publisher sent advanced copies to a whole bunch of people with name recognition or qualifications in the field in order to get an advanced blurb. The blurbs on this book are not they're not excerpts from written reviews that'll come out in mid-July. Instead, these are all advanced things. These people got advanced books and supplied a blurb for the dust jacket. But with no hint of what people have said otherwise. I'm going to have to go on Amazon to find out what this guy wrote. And I'll make sure when I do that to jot it on the sell sheet, just to jog my memory when mid-July comes. But anyway, that is our book for today. It sounds utterly fascinating. It's more than a month away, so I probably won't read it tonight. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff to read tonight, so I probably won't do that. But I'm glad to have it. So there you go. We have one interesting sounding book and a very heat-wilted little baby bean. Very wilted with the heat. I've been telling her periodically that you would be a lot less hot if you weren't laying in the sun, but there's no telling her. She does what she wants, so I'll probably try to tempt her outside for a little walk, something short before she starts overheating. But okay, well that is the mail for today. I imagine that this picture will improve tomorrow when the whole world goes back to normal. It was amazing on one of our walks earlier today. We were walking around just crossing big 4-lane roads at any point whenever we felt like it because there's no traffic. There's nobody anywhere around. That will change tomorrow as everyone gets back to work with a vengeance. So maybe not, maybe decreased a little. A lot of people in Boston and elsewhere take this particular holiday right at the start of June as the starting bell to go on vacation for the whole summer, to leave, to go somewhere else for a long period of time. So it could be that the city won't fill up completely, but the mail will resume. So that's all I care about. But anyway, I'll wrap this up for now, but I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.